All right, I got a question for the entire group. Who's scared of Texas?
No.
Me! He's the only one scared of Texas. Welcome into TexAgs Rewind. David Nuno here. Today we talked a little bit about a column out there saying that Aggies are scared. We're not scared of Texas. We had to break that down. We actually asked Spencer Nealy about it, the former Aggie great. He's not scared of Texas. He got us ready to roll. We also announced our new feature starting on Friday, 21 in 21. We'll be featuring 21 Aggie football players that you have to keep an eye on. How about Braunie? Braunie, say hi to the folks.
Hi!
There you go. That was loud. He loves Schloss. Who doesn't love Schloss? We'll break that down. All the new guys he's bringing in, the cultures he's establishing. And Trevor Knight, who has
Trevor Knight!
Excuse me? What was his name?
Trevor Knight!
Who?
Trevor Knight!
That guy.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones. What's the phone number? Do you remember the phone number?
281-330-8004.
I hope you guys heard that. That's the exact number. But Trevor Knight does not have that phone number. He has a unique position because he played at Oklahoma and Texas A&M, and he kind of compares the atmosphere there at SEC country versus Big 12 country. It's TexAgs Rewind. As a former player, you're going to speak for every player that's ever played. You guys scared of Texas?
God, no. No, come on. Why would we ever be scared of them? Screw them. If they want to come in and join the party, bring it on, and we'll whoop their asses to the point where they're just like Arkansas. You know, I mean, I'm tired of them trying to, interject in everything that we do. You know, they screwed up. They created that bogus network that nobody watches. I think I've watched it one time at a friend's house in Austin, and it was stupid. And now they think they can come in here, get on the SEC network and try to win some games. They're already not winning in the Big 12. Just let us have another free victory, and I'll take it. That's why I want them to come in.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think that's been the messaging from the players, current players, former players. Like, fans had their reservations, and for obvious reason. Like, we see the advantage, the recruiting advantage and the spotlight advantage of being in the SEC, the only Texas school. But if they're going to come in, whatever. Texas always recruits well anyway. We recruit well anyway. Let's just settle on the field.
Exactly. Well, and we owe them. I'd kind of agree with the people who are against it if we would have won the last game, but we haven't. And we at least owe them one more victory before we completely, squash the rivalry. But I think it's going to be good. I think after we beat them a few years in a row, any sort of recruiting, impact that they could potentially pose is going to be, blown away because people are going to want to win. And also, it's not like College Station's a small market anymore. Still a small town, but I'd much rather live there if I was a kid in Texas than Austin.
So we have done this series on TexAgs forever. It's 30 for 30. Is that how we phrase it, Dalton? Is that right? 30 players in 30 days? How do we phrase it?
Correct. 30 and 30.
30 and 30. We're kind of changing that up. And before you send me hate mail like, Nuno's changing it up, Gabe would have never done that. There's some reasoning behind it, folks. We're going to do 21 players in 21 days. And the reason for that, by the way, thanks to Factory Builder Stores. The reason is I came in the middle of the summer, and there's some stuff that has to get done. So we're going to alter it and turn it into 21 players in 21 days. That will begin this Friday. Everybody involved with it, OB, obviously, Luch, myself. We'll be starting that on Friday, 21 players in 21 days. We're looking forward to doing that. Got to ask you about Schloss again, dude. Like, he is just killing it, building a powerhouse with guys that have championship hardware, just a little bit of leadership, a little swag.
Well, and accolades, right? The kid yesterday, the catcher from Oregon State, Troy Clouch, he was first-team All-Pac-12 catcher. And I said after Kyle Lovelace, the kid from U of H, signed his undrafted free agent deal with the Angels that they're going to go back out in the transfer portal and find a catcher, and he found a big-time one. It's just what he's done. Again, I've said it on this show. I've said it on the boards. It's Jimbo-esque recruiting.
Yeah.
It's what he's done. And there's no question that he is going to he's tried to build the best baseball team he can for the 2022 season. with an eye on, okay, I'm going to build my program through recruiting high school kids. And then I'm going to try to build the best possible team I can so that when I roll in here, like we're going to come in and we're going to compete in the SEC. And so that momentum on the field can kind of run itself into the recruiting trail, as they go in and hit the trail next summer. He's done a great job on the high school stuff this summer. They've seen a ton of kids. They've been all over the country recruiting. But he knew he had to strengthen next year's roster, and he's gone out and done that.
Can you kind of give us your perspective of playing in Big 12 stadiums and what the reception was and what it felt like, and then moving to A&M in 2016 and playing in that SEC schedule, just the kind of different grind that it is?
Yeah, absolutely. Big 12 has great football. Obviously, you see it in bowl games and things like that over the years, right? I mean, you can pick out a year here and there, and it may not hold true, but it's a good brand of football. It's just different. They already talked about it. It's speed, it's agility, it's how many points can we put up the board. It's, our linebackers in the Big 12 are sideline to sideline. Can you get out and stop the jet sweep and then, cover a tight end like Mark Andrews or somebody like that in the slot. It's just a different breed of football. In the SEC, you've got stature, you've got guys that can plug holes, you've got guys in the back end that are tall and lanky and can run, and it is more of a grind. From a stadium standpoint, I already mentioned Lawrence, and Lawrence is an amazing place. I really enjoyed it up there, but after halftime, it sounds like a high school game. You can hear crickets in there. You go to some other stadiums, and it's you just don't have the level that you do week in and week out in the SEC. And I always tell people, be careful what you wish for. When A&M went to the West, you've got Auburn, you've got Ole Miss, you've got LSU, you've got Alabama, year in and year out. And that is no joke. It's not, hey, let's skate through these couple weeks until we come up against a decent Oklahoma State team. Or, hey, there's Pat Mahomes at Tech. We've got to put up a lot of points to beat them. It's, hey, all of these teams are very capable of playing at the absolute highest level week in and week out. So, you better have your big boy pants on.
I would like for everybody to do what?
Smash the like button and subscribe.
We post videos daily.
We post videos daily. We want you to smash the like button. We also want you not to use your larynx when you speak so loudly, Dalton, okay?
Why not?
Okay, because that's not how humans talk. That's why. I like when you're part of the video, though. Now you're hiding. You guys want to say hi, bye, whatever you want to say? Say something.
Comment down below the favorite part of the show.
Why are you yelling? You're right here.
Make sure you guys can hear me.
This is weird. Thank you for watching.